I've done that for about 4 days now.
Is this thing supposed to hang like this?
Looks great.
But you've got the number so it's the back.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
That's good.
Yes. We'll do it again.
Looking pretty sharp today.
I want a picture with you.
I go have it rolled. Yeah,
I gotta go.
I have a videotape that I listened to, and then of course I'm looking through the yearbook.
We're getting rare footage of Sanders walking like the...
Okay. Let me see. Yep. Oh. Good. Thank you.
Here's Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Hart, Mrs. Lumber, and Mr. Lawrence.
The district.
Because I get paid.
Are you doing it for the school?
She's sitting right there. You can sit right here. She won't be here when you first play.
I didn't know that was you.
This is so beautiful.
Oh, you were here. Thank you.
You call me Photo Phil.
Photo Phil, smile.
Phil. Okay.
Sarah, Sean.
That does look like Sarah.
We got to set them.
Just set them over there and then give them to him later.
Well, there's boxes laying over there. Just throw them in that box. There's the name on it.
See the box.
Dog line and
Hi.
You already saw me enough, okay? Get out of here.
Sam, I can never see
Yeah.
you.
Not too much for me to look at. Get out of there.
Biggest goof-offs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oops.
Studs or loose?
Hey!
And
Did you say? I haven't got a shot of you yet.
Oh, that's good.
Do a trick.
I can't do tricks.
Just stand on your head.
naked, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you guys so much.
You need to hear this, please. I think that you may know, but you are to attention or down in here after the receiving line. The receiving line will start over here with the officers and then in alphabetical order down along the bleachers. And if you have any noisemakers, please keep them held and come in for the
bow their heads in prayer with us. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us here together today to celebrate our accomplishments. We thank you for the past 13 years, for the many friends we've made, and for the friends we've become. Please help us to keep in touch, yet to expand our horizons. We ask that you be with us today as we celebrate, and to always help us in making decisions that please and honor you. In your name, Lord. Amen.
But today, as we sit in these chairs, we look back and realize how fast time goes. Where had all the good times gone? Where were all the old friends? The only place we could find those things was in the memories we made together throughout our lives, never to reenact, but only to reflect and recall the time when the simplest things in life were the ones most precious to us. At a time when we were young, wild, and free, the only things that ever held us were our parents. If ever we needed something, someone was there to provide for us. If a fight had ever come between us, it was probably just over who got the ball first. And all just living for the moment, not minding what we left behind us or caring what was to come. Time just kept creeping away, and no one ever really noticed. We grew older, and soon time we had together became shorter. Because of homework, and because the members of the opposite sex became more attractive than hanging out with the boys. And before our parents' eyes, the innocence of our youth slipped away, even though they tried in vain to hold on to their baby. For the first time, they loosened the parental grip that for years before held us so close. Then they watched us run, and soon we were too cool to be with them. As we entered high school, my mother said to me, "Have a good time in high school and work hard. Time goes by fast." Well, I just laughed, ran outside, jumped in to pick up to leave, and didn't think anything about it again. That is, until today, because everything she said came true. The 12 years we've shared together all of a sudden is broken by different hopes, different lives, and different dreams. There will be times we will share again, but they will usually set 5 years apart, or it's because the class list begins to get shorter. But through the trials and tears, pains and fears, our friendships will remain for the brief moment in time we've shared, has brought us memories that none of us will forget. Today, as we walk out those doors, diploma in hand, our parents again will loosen their parental grip, and again we will take off running aimlessly into a world that we've never seen or experienced, and it is there we will find our fortune. Now, as we go our own ways, I hope the friendships we've shared mean more than any accomplishment anyone could obtain. I'll admit, accomplishments in life are special and important, but can they pick us up when we're down, hold us when we need comforting, dry the tears from our face, or just to be there when the world seems cold and dark? No, they can't, but our friendships can. And it doesn't matter where they come from or how far they've gone. And that's why our motto reads that even though different paths has brought us together, and different paths will keep us apart, but the paths we've shared together will give us friendships and memories to last a lifetime. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the speaker for this year's commencement, Mr. Carl Arndt. Mr. Arndt is a Mankato State University graduate who began his teaching career in Faribault, Minnesota. In 1988, he came to Clear Lake as a 5th grade teacher and assisted with football and basketball. After 2 years, Carl left Clear Lake and has been with the Las Vegas school system since 1990 and is currently teaching 5th grade at Dorothy Eisberg Elementary School. In his brief stay at Clear Lake, Mr. Arndt touched the lives of these graduating seniors and left a lasting impression. So much so that 8 years later, they have asked him back to give their commencement address. I give to you Mr. Carl Arndt, an educator and a friend of this graduating class.
This is a little bigger class than I'm used to. Well, here I am, and I feel as nervous today as I thought I would. I spent quite a bit of time dreaming, reminiscing, and worrying about giving this speech. I know many of you are thinking the same thing today as I was when I received the invitation in November. What were those kids thinking? Well, I think it's a conspiracy. I know students fantasize about reversing roles with the teacher. The students get their revenge by giving enormous amounts of homework to the helpless teacher. No excuses for late homework are accepted. We've all entertained these thoughts and fantasies at one time or another. If only I were the boss, well, today, from my perspective, this fantasy doesn't look so good. With that in mind, I'd like to announce that we're not going to have recess until I find out who did this. The ultimate student fantasy, giving homework to the teacher. Well, with that challenge at hand, I set off to write my commencement speech. I decided that I would use the standard method used by my students. I procrastinated. Then I put it off for a while. Now a little more procrastination, finally panic. Last night I didn't get much sleep. Family and friends have been asking me for weeks if I'd written my commencement speech yet. It became irritating to say the least. But I'm happy to report that my wife and my family showed up today. Friends, on the other hand, are a different story. I guess that's the price you pay for a commencement speech. I know students do not come to a commencement to hear the speaker. They are preoccupied with thoughts of getting their diploma, checking to see if it's signed, and getting on with the rest of the celebration. 14 years ago, I too found myself in the same position. I was waiting impatiently for the speaker to end, not listening to a word that he was saying. But today's different. Sit up, open your ears, and pay attention. Dan, it takes you right back to 5th grade, doesn't it? I'd like to thank the class of '96 for inviting me to be part of their day. Being thought of and included is one of the highlights of my career. I say one of because I'm not ready for it to be over yet. Teachers usually don't receive recognition like this until they're retiring. I sincerely hope this is not a case of you knowing something I don't. The class of '96 holds a special place in my heart. I think of you often. You have been and always will be part of every one of my classes. The faces change, but those Clear Lake personalities return year after year. I guess you're just destined to be 5th graders for the rest of your lives. By the way, the rest of my classes are tired of you being the teacher's pets. The motto you have selected, different paths have brought us together, different paths will keep us apart, the common paths will give us friendships and memories to last a lifetime, allows one to reflect. Graduation is a time for reflecting, looking back and seeing how far one has traveled. Graduates, today you are the focus, but you are not the only ones looking back, remembering those special times. Your parents, families, and friends are all remembering those special moments that you've given them. Because we do indeed travel similar paths, some of us sitting here today have even traveled down memory lane to our own graduation. For some of us, it's a little longer than we care to remember. But today, we remember the field trips, the ball games, the plays, the band and choir concerts, the proms, and of course, all the homework and tests. Remember with you all the joy and laughter, sadness and tears, and I did see a box of Kleenex up here. We remember and appreciate all the special moments that you've given us, for as we look at you, we also see a big part of ourselves. Time has a way of sneaking up on all of us. Before you know it, it has roared right past you. You look in the mirror one day, the mirror sees fit to laugh back at you, and you realize that you're not the same person you once were. Hopefully, we all walk away from that experience feeling a little older, but much wiser. Much, much wiser. This invitation has forced me to have one of those experiences with the reflection in the mirror. As I took time to reflect many, many trips down memory lane, it seemed like only yesterday that I was starting my second year of teaching right here in Clear Lake. I remember walking into the teacher workshops before school started, seeing the likes of Deb Petrick, Karen Boyd, Rita Gower, and Mrs. O, wondering if I was up to the task of providing the fine educational experiences offered here at Deuel School. I remember meeting the parents at the informational meeting at the beginning of the football season, wondering exactly who these people were and wondering what kind of athletes their sons were. You know, I often wonder what happened to those gridiron heroes of the falls of 1988 and 1989. I could reminisce even more, but my wife told me not to go on and on and on. Just keep it to 3 or 4 highlights. So for you who know me and know that I can go on and on, you have her to thank. I remember the first day of school arriving, butterflies working overtime in my stomach, time to meet my students. Little did I know at the time, but I was about to meet the class that I will always view as the best ever. I remember taking attendance that day and noticing that there were 2 Corys in the class. Pausing at the name of Corey Holman, I decided this young man, who said something about buying penny candy and good one, was to be called Homer. Original. The nickname stuck. The rapport and mutual respect between students and teacher grew. Looking back on that year, I wish I had enjoyed it even more than I did. It truly was a remarkable year. I have never been associated with a group of students who more epitomized the words respect, determination, and caring. I decided to become a teacher because I wanted to make a difference in my world. I believe and still do the most rewarding way to do that is through educating children. Today, I can see what I've often felt. The 2 years of teaching and coaching here in Clear Lake were 2 of the most rewarding years of my career. Today, you, the class of '96, have shown me that I did make a difference and that teaching affects more than just the students. It also has a profound effect on the teacher. For that, I say thanks. Different paths have brought us together. How true that is. All of us here today are on our own pathway through life. As I look around the room today, I see teachers and students, farmers and factory workers, jail administrators, truck drivers, and store clerks, highway county workers, and nurses' aides, and most importantly, grandmas. No 2 pathways are the same. We all have had experiences and made life choices that are unique to us. Yet today we are traveling a common path as we help the class of '96 celebrate a very important day in their lives. Graduates, today is an important day in your life. For the past 18 years, others have assisted you in making your decisions. Today, the practice and training is over. Today, you begin to blaze your own adult path through life. Class of '96, as you start your adult journey, think of the many who have traveled ahead of you. Not necessarily the heroes that you've read and studied about, I hope you have read, or even watched on TV, I'm talking about the everyday heroes who have given so much of themselves to prepare you for what lies ahead. Remember your families, teachers, coaches, and friends. A part of them will always travel with you. You are our hopes and dreams for the future. It is indeed a unique path you are about to travel. No one has traveled your pathway, but many have traveled pathways similar to yours. Even though you are now an adult, do not be afraid to ask these travelers for advice. Learning through one's experiences is the most powerful learning of all. I believe that heroes are people who accomplish great things, not necessarily for themselves, but for others. Today, we send you on your journeys with our hopes and our dreams. We all hope you take the time to become tomorrow's heroes. Good luck, God bless, and may our past be common again.
begin by acknowledging seniors who have received scholarships as they continue on with their education. At this time, I'd like to thank the Guidance Counseling Office and teachers for all their help in helping seniors complete the application forms for these scholarships. Seniors, as I read off your name and read the scholarships you received, if you'd come forward, please. Travis Barkby receives a Student Council Scholarship. Sarah Bowman receives the Deuel County National Bank Scholarship, the Basin Electric Power Cooperative Scholarship, and an SDSU F.O. Butler Scholarship. Alan DeVoe received an American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship. Lonnie Eining received a Northern State University Foundation Incentive Scholarship. Holly Fritz received a Booster Club Scholarship. Elizabeth Heyman received the Augustana Regents Scholarship, a Northwest Bank Community Scholarship. She was a Coca-Cola Scholarship Program semifinalist. She received a Morehead State University Freshman Scholarship, Concordia Faculty Scholarship, University of South Dakota Foundation Scholarship, SDSU Leaders for Tomorrow Scholarship, Lutheran Brotherhood Member Scholarship. Tara Hansen received the Naomi Monday Berger Memorial Scholarship, Lutheran Brotherhood Member Scholarship, Augustana Heritage Award, Augustana Anderson Scholarship. Crystal Jager received the Clear Lake Community Loan Fund and the Lake Area Technical Institute Farmers Immersion Scholarship. Sarah Labatt received a Tech Board Scholarship. Jennifer Lassick received the Clear Lake Commercial Club Snow Queen Scholarship. Misty Lorenzen received a Dakota Wesleyan University Presidential Scholarship and a Dakota Wesleyan University Athletic Scholarship. Ann Lukey received the Booster Club Scholarship, Deuel County National Bank Scholarship, Deuel County Lions Club Scholarship. Travis Milton received the Deuel County Lions Club Scholarship, Clear Lake Alumni Wrestling Club Scholarship, Southwest State University Award, Dakota Wesleyan University Presidential Scholarship. Kristen Mortimer received the Colin Music Scholarship and SDSU Music Department Scholarship. Jenny Novi received the Jan Moore Scholarship, the Lorna Paulson Wells Scholarship. Jennifer Crane received the Clear Lake Community Loan Fund, Southwest State University Award, SDSU Leaders for Tomorrow Scholarship, and the Lutheran Brotherhood Membership Scholarship. Todd Ralph receives a Student Council Scholarship, Deuel County National Bank Scholarship, and a Key Club Scholarship. Heidi Schuffelbein receives the Southwest State University Award. Allison Squires receives the Harvey Gunderson Memorial Scholarship and the SDSU Harold Lackey Scholarship. Justin Steffen received an A.G. Berger Memorial Scholarship, Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Charles Curry American Legion Scholarship, and the SDSU Kleinman Academic Scholarship. Holly Stroshine received the Clear Lake Community Loan Fund, Lake Area Foundation Scholarship, and placed second in the South Dakota Department of Ag Day Quiz. Neil Thompson also placed second for the South Dakota Department of Ag Day Quiz. Andrew Timmons received the Tech Ord Scholarship, the Norman Knudsen Jr. Scholarship, and the Service Star Coast to Coast Vocational Student Award. And Corey Camp received the Harold Helen Sherman Memorial Scholarship. If you could give these students a round of applause. At this time, I would also like to recognize the Board of Regents Scholars. The Board of Regents honors those students who have achieved academic excellence for completing 4 units each of English, math, and science, 2 units of foreign language, and 3 units of social science. As a Regent Scholar, a high school graduate has the privilege of admittance to any South Dakota public institution of higher learning. The following seniors have accomplished such excellence. Travis Barkley, please come forward, please. Sarah Bowman, Tessa Gower, Elizabeth Heyman, Tara Hansen, Jennifer Lassick, Ann Lukey, Kristen Mortimer, Heidi Schepelbein, Allison Squire, Dustin Steffen, and Jennifer Frank. Mrs. Heyman, members of the Deuel Board of Education, Mr. Hansen, ladies and gentlemen, the members of this senior class have met the requirements set forth by the State Department of Secondary Education and the Deuel Board of Education. I present to you the graduating class of 1996 seniors. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your diploma. Brody James Daly. Dustin James Steffen. Andrew James Timmons. Allison Renee Squire. Destiny Nicole Mandel. Travis Lynn Barkley. Sarah Jean Bowman. Monty Jean Brown. Jeannie Marie Bublis. Adam J. Rudolph. Ellen Lene DeVoe. Shane Allen Eastman. Lonnie Lane Iney. Julie Ann Fever. Adrian Jean Fox. Holly Ann Fritz. Lori Renee Gage. Tessa Mardell Gower. Elizabeth Ann Heyman. Tara Ann Hansen. Melinda Jo Holly. Corey Joe Coleman. Stephen David Halsher. Crystal Marie Davis. Jessica Dale Johnson. Daniel J. Cluckman. Dennis Lee Krause. Sarah Ann Labatt. Jennifer Lynn Lassick. Misty Marie Lorenzo. Anne Renee Lukey. Travis Harold Milton. Kristen Denise Mortimer. Jennifer Rose Noby. Jennifer Lee Crane. Dean Ralph. Jesse E. Sanders. Wanda Lee Schaefer. Heidi Rebecca Shufflebine. Marie Skogstad. Holly K. Stroshine. Neil Dean Thompson. Sean Michael Tall. Sarah Marie Tweet. Corey Christopher Weekam. Jason Lynn Winter. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of 1996.